After China, Sri Lanka's last major creditor, agreed to restructure its bilateral debt, the IMF gave the island nation a $3 billion conditional loan to access $4 billion from other multilateral lenders. The IMF has disbursed $333 million, the first tranche of a 4-year loan, if Sri Lanka implements its reform package. The Sri Lanka envoy, who met India's Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman, noted that India was the first bilateral creditor to restructure its loan. Let us look at why India has a lot to gain from assisting Sri Lanka in this video. If a single country refused to restructure its loan, all other lenders would be left watching as money meant to be used to meet the debtor nation's external financing requirements went, instead, to that single creditor. This is why China's reluctance to restructure its loan to Sri Lanka rankled in Colombo. This is not particularly bad news for New Delhi. Under the Rajapakshas, Sri Lanka became close to China, receiving a major belt and road project, the Hambantota port, at its southern tip. As expected, it failed commercially, and Colombo leased the Hambantota port and 15,000 acres of land around it to China for 99 years. Sri Lanka's economy was mismanaged by successive governments, including Gotabaya Rajapaksa's, who was forced into exile last July after the people revolted and overran his palace. India opened rupee trade and extended an emergency credit line. In a foreign exchange scarce country, this will remain appealing. Sri Lanka needs fuel, food, and medicine from India. It can also supply more Indian-made electronics from global brands. A strong trade partnership would help India reduce China's influence over the island nation 54.8 kilometers from its southern tip. It would also give New Delhi more flexibility on crucial issues like Sri Lanka Tamil treatment and coordinating policy and action against Islamist extremists who seek to radicalize peaceful Muslim populations in South Asia. Islamic radicals bombed 3 churches and 3 luxury hotels in Colombo in April 2019, fueling extremism. India does not want its southern neighbor to become an Islamic radical hotbed. Coordination with the neighboring government requires good relations. India will be able to deliver on another front which is vital for its very survival: climate change. Sri Lanka President Ranil Wickremesinghe faces a difficult task. Unions are fighting IMF-mandated reforms. Taxes have been raised, fuel subsidies cut, and the exchange rate liberalized to market levels. Wickremesinghe can use recent turmoil to warn people of the cost of clinging to unsustainable policies. Sri Lanka's president needs India's support to weather the current unrest. India's proactive help, rupee trade opportunities, and overall strategic capacity augur well for Sri Lanka's emergence from the current economic crisis on the back of a strong partnership with India.